Welcome back to HTML5 Crash Course, Lesson 11, and this lesson we'll be going over divs, spans and semantic tags. Alright guys, so we're back in our reference box and we're just going to create a new file and we'll call it 8 underscore divs underscore spans underscore semantic .html excuse me. And then we'll generate a boilerplate, and then we'll just close this off, and we'll change the title. And then we'll just open this up in Live Server so we can see what we're doing. Oh. So first we'll talk about the div tag. So what we're going to do is build a very basic structure of a website just using divs. And the reason we use divs is because div elements are often used as a container for other HTML elements. So let's just create a really basic layout of a website. So we'll create a div for the main header. We'll just put a comment first actually. So we'll put this is the header. And then inside the header bit we'd have a just H3 for a logo, and then we'll have a navigation bar, so we'll put li, just say we have a multi-layered website, so 3 different list items. And then underneath the li we'll probably have our main content, so we'll just put this is the main content, and then we'll just create a div here and put a H2 or H1 actually, saying this is the main content, and then some dummy text inside a paragraph, lorem 20, and then maybe we'll have a team section, so like we've shown in the previous video. So this is the team section, and then we'll go underneath here, create a div, and then we'll just put a H3 here. No, actually an image first, and it won't have an image now, but let's just say if we did, and then a H3 with a name, so name 1, and then we'll just duplicate this 3 times because there's 3 main people in the team, and then name 2, name 3, and then just a quick little footer. This is the footer, and then a div with a paragraph saying copyright 2020. So of course on its own, you can see here HTML is very ugly, and this is when CSS would come in. So, but the div element is very useful in helping to style blocks of content, and the way we can typically do this is through classes and IDs, which we'll go over in the next lesson. But the main advantages of using divs is that they're very useful and practical in dynamic layouts, and they're very effective in constructing good clean code and are semantically correct, which means that search engines can evaluate them a lot easier. So let's talk about a span element now. Now a span element is like the div element and works as a container, but it's an inline container, and is typically used to mark up a part of text or a part of a document. And again, similar like the div element, the span element has no required attributes, but you'd start it with CSS, and you'd target this with a class or an ID attribute. So let's just demonstrate how this would work now in the main content section. So what we do is just type in span, hit tab, and then we'll just put some of this text inside there. And then you'd style this with an external file, CSS file, but let's just do an inline style for the time being. So we'll just do style here, and we'll just put color green. And then you can see here that this part of the text is turned green. To be honest, I don't really use spans that often, but if you ever found a reason to use them, then by all means use them. Alright guys, so I've seen earlier in the lesson we used divs to construct our website, and then we used comments to give an indication of what the section was for. And though this works perfectly fine and works well, the introduction of HTML5 came new semantic tags. And what semantic tags are basically just elements with a meaning. So semantic elements clearly describe its meaning to both the browser and the developer. And as you can see from this slide, you can clearly see that the semantic tags clearly define what the section is for. So you've got the semantic tag for header, it's for your header, nav, section, main, side, article. Yeah, so it clearly indicates of what or defines of what this section is for. So as well as having the obvious benefits of efficiency and site performance, semantic tags are really good at helping us build better site structure, and they make it really easy for us to style with CSS, as you can easily select the desired element to style. But more importantly, actually, you can seriously improve websites' accessibility, especially now as the number of smart devices keeps growing. So as always, guys, just a quick recap of the key points of this lesson. Divs are often used as a container tag with other tags nested inside, and it's often combined with CSS to create the styling. It's a block level element, whereas spans are inline level elements and great for inline styling. The introduction of HTML5 came along new semantic tags, which are great for website structure and greatly improve websites' accessibility. So as always, guys, if you liked and enjoyed the lesson and you like the content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be going over IDs and classes so we can style our website.